Today, we have an interesting story and a kindness done. I'm Daniel Whittington. I'm the Chancellor at Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. This is Hidden Drams, where I drink something that you're probably never going to get. Either because it's not available anymore or because it's got low distribution. This one because it was done as a part of a private selection for a whiskey group in Dallas called the Dallas Bourbon Club. And I was given one by one of the members of the Dallas Bourbon Club. I have my own reasons for wanting to talk about it. So in about months ago, I don't remember when. Where is the? Oh, there's no easy spot to undo this thing. A few months back, I got a new car. I got a Jeep, Grand Cherokee, and I went to the South Point Dodge Chrysler, South Point Chrysler or whatever, in South Austin. And this gentleman named Alex was really helpful. And we were talking, and I kind of had a pretty good idea what I was looking for. It was very specific. I basically walked in and was like, I want that, and I want to make sure it has this, this, and this. And partway through the conversation, I discover that he's a Whiskey Tribe human. He's one of us. And he had sort of kept it down low in the very beginning of the conversation. But I was like, well, that's kind of fun. I'm going to buy a car from Whiskey Tribe. And the next time I showed up to talk and work on paperwork type stuff, he brought me a whiskey bottle as a gift. And that's, I feel like normally the wrong way around. Like maybe I should be bringing him a gift, which I did, by the way. I did bring him a whiskey. But he gave me, I can't believe, like, very impossible to get, can't believe he let it go, release of a bourbon from, what year was this? I can't remember what year this was. I looked it up and I saw what year it was on the website. Now I can't remember. Anyway, it's not young. Like, these are the Bourbon Pursuit guys. You may know them as, I think, the #1 bourbon podcast on the planet. A great podcast, very interesting, great interviewers who now started their own whiskey company, and they are blending from 4 different distilleries that they are working with to create their whiskeys that they want to create. But they're also doing single barrel picks under the Pursuit series. And this is a single barrel pick from a distillery in Tennessee. I don't know which one. If I was paying more attention, I probably would, but I don't. If any of you watching are in the Dallas Bourbon Club and you know what this is, what distillery it is, put it in the comments so people can see. But this is Ryan and Kenny, or Cecil and Coleman. And these guys are really cool guys. And they're doing cool shit. And I think that's something that we should be talking about. And I know they've got a huge fan base that definitely already knows about them. But maybe there's some people in my group who don't. And you should, because they're cool people making good whiskey. Anyway, Alex gave me one of the only bottles he was able to get of a single barrel release of a 14-year-old whiskey from Tennessee. There was 126 bottles. This is one of them. Proof is 115.9 or 116. So, you know, almost 58% alcohol. Woo! That is toast. And by the way, they called this one the Whataburger with the Whataburger logo on the side. That's kind of funny. That is dark and toasty. Okay, I'm going to say something that's really weird, but it's what popped in my head first. If you took Flintstone vitamins, crushed them up, and then sprinkled them over really almost burnt toast of a dense, like, wheat bread toast, then that's what you got. Took your old, like, burnt, slight crispy edges, burnt toast, buttered it, sprinkled some Flintstone vitamins. But it's like it's a wheat toast, or like a whole grain. Like, the bread is heavy. It smells heavy. It smells dense. It smells weighty. It is also higher proof. I'm definitely going to add water to this. Wow. So Alex, if you were watching, thank you. This is the first time I've opened this bottle. Is here. I wanted to do it here so that you could see it happen. I'm looking for something else. There's a slight note that I would almost describe as grain, but not, nope, it's gone now. Now it's switching into like cinnamon toast. Oh. Hey, that drank like butter soft, butter smooth. I was waiting for that to be big and bold, and it is rich, but it's not a like, whew. It's just sort of, hey. It's like, It's like if your slightly overweight friend sat on you, but really slowly. And then you just when you thought it was, he's like, oh, I'm not done yet. You're like, oh, you're heavy, get off. Oh, it's really unrolling. So what I'm getting is this like big instant flush of unrolling sort of dense sugars and brown sugars and cinnamons. And then it's really starting to get burnt and charred on the edges. It's starting to taste like burnt indie and briskety, but almost like brown sugar direction barbecue sauce sweetness somewhere in there. This is wild. There's a lot going on in that palate. Overall, really dry, really woody, oaky kind of note. I'm gonna add some water right here. This is fun. How cool is it that we have a community where we can like stumble into each other in the real world and then get to work together on random parts of life? Okay. Doop. I did a little bit of extra water because that's high proof. I'm going to let that settle for just a second. I guess this could have turned into a commercial for South Point Dodge, but I don't. I didn't get any. I didn't get a donation from South Point Dodge. I got a donation from Alex. Oh, whoa, okay. The water exploded the nose open. Now it's just like trying to crawl out of the glass aggressively, and it's mad about it. It's a little angry. It's very, very smoky, very, very charred, very burnt edge, then coated in a sweet brown sugar glaze. Oh. Ooh, and it got more bitey, more herbal almost. The dusty component subsided a little, and it got more. Yeah, that just really bumped up all the charred wood notes a lot. It was way better at a higher proof, softer and creamier. This is getting a little bit like, ooh, that is old. That's oaky. Ooh, I liked it better without water. Okay. Woo, tangy. Well, that's fun. This is going to go in the vault, Alex, so that everybody, all the Psalms, can get a chance to try this. And cheers to the pursuit, guys. And cheers to you. I'm really glad you're here. Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe right down here. And then go check out the Bourbon Pursuit podcast if you haven't already.